Okay, this is a brief demonstration of how I use a tool called Diigo to save references that I find in the library's database using EBSCO, or for that matter, finding in any database or online in any other fashion that'd be appropriate for research. You'll see on my toolbar here I have this Chrome extension. I've logged into the internet using Chrome, and I've added this extension for Diigo by going to the Chrome store. Okay, so basically, if you have logged on and you do use Chrome, if you go to the Chrome store and you type in Diigo, and I'm asking for the extension, and because I already have it on my toolbar up here, it's not going to let me click. But if I did not have it on my Chrome toolbar, it would look like these others say free, and I would click, and then it would become added on my Chrome toolbar. Now what I want to do is show you how it works. So I'm going to open up another tab for a minute, and I'm actually going to go to my Diigo Library, where I've been saving lots of different types of articles and resources. So I'm logged into Diigo right now, and if I go Annotated Bibliography Project, it's going to pick up what I've started to save using that particular tag. Notice it says Annotated Bibliography Project. When I found that article in EBSCO, and I'll demonstrate that shortly, I added it to Diigo and I tagged it. So right now when I open it up, I have it right there in my search results. If I had not already logged on to the library database, which I did before I did this tutorial, it would ask me to log on and then it would open up. So it's showing me some search results that I've had for the topic I was looking at. So let me go back there again. Okay, that's my results. Okay, and I did that somewhat recently. I added that in. Here's one. Okay, and in this time, it's going to open up to the article which I tagged. And I have that all saved in my Diigo library. Now let me go to the library and show you how this would work. Okay, so I'm going into EBSCO, and I am going to type in a search term. And I'm interested in the topic of digital storytelling. One of the reasons I'm looking for articles on that topic is I have to do several conference presentations coming up for the National Council of Teachers in November, so I want to collect articles. So obviously I'm going to get more than I need right now, but I'm basically showing you how to demonstrate when I find articles I might want, how to stick them in that Diigo library. Okay, this one looks like a possibility. Okay, and I'm going to ask for the full article here. Okay, and it's opened up. Now what I'm going to do, assuming I've skimmed it and it's something I would want to save for further reference, I'm going to click on this Diigo extension I have in my Chrome toolbar and watch what happens when I do that. Okay, it's asking me to save it. It's also giving me some other choices, which are a little bit more advanced than I want to get into right now. But when I save it, okay, and then I'm going to tag it. And notice as I start typing, it's looking for tags I've used already. Okay, so I'm going to save that. I also could add it to a list. I could add it to a list, for instance, ED 515, which is educational research. Or I could add it to another list that I have here called digital storytelling. You only could add it to one list, but the more important thing is tagging it so that becomes an electronic index to find things later. Okay, so that is now saved in my Diigo library that I could access anytime I sign into Chrome as my browser on any computer. Okay, let me see if I find anything else to demonstrate this one more time. Okay, this looks like a possibility. Okay, I've skimmed the abstract. It looks good. I'm going to go for the full text. And once it opens up, there's my Diigo extension on my Chrome toolbar. And I'm going to save it. And notice the tags I just used popped up. It's kind of a nice feature in Diigo. It remembers what you just did. Okay, and save it. Okay, I think you got the idea now, and I like using Diigo. I'm an avid user of it. It's something I've been using for a very long time. I've saved in my Diigo library, as you can see right here, close to, well, it looks like close to 12,000 different items. In any event, the ones I just got from EBSCO are the first two you see up here. Now, Diigo is really, at first, might seem a little hard to figure out, but once you are using Chrome, or you could also use it on other browsers, but I like using Chrome. As you can see, I have a lot of other extensions up here as well, and some sites that I bookmark that I use quite a bit. So if you want to learn more about Diigo, okay, let me go back here, because I also have saved as an app that I use very often. So when I click there, it's opening up the whole library for me. But if I had exited out, and if you go online and you just type in, you would really see that you could find a whole tutorial and more information about it. Again, I'd have to log out right now to get to that, but since you probably don't have a Diigo account, you're probably going to be able to go in and find out about what Diigo is. So I hope that was useful to you, and I'd be more than happy to go through some of this with you in class if you want more information. I also have the Diigo extension on my iPad. I don't quite use it on my phone, but I primarily use it on my iPad and on my laptop. And obviously the account's integrated with the two, so I could save it references from either one. And it just makes it easy for me to find things in any places. Some people like using Pinterest. I do have a piece there, but that's not really going to work for articles you're going to find in databases. So I also use something else called Pocket. But for really doing heavy-duty research, Diigo is really my go-to tool. And I think I want to show you one more thing about Diigo before I leave here. Okay, so when I go to save this now, I also have the option to annotate it. So it's going to let me, when I have it in Diigo, okay, see these pieces that are coming up? It's going to let me put up little sticky notes. And I could write something there. I haven't read the article right now, but as I was reading it, okay, I would go save. I would put the sticky note where I need it in the article, pop it in, and it would be there later when I need it. So you have a lot of different options there. I know I didn't do the greatest demonstration of having to show you the annotations. The point of this demo really today, right now, is really to introduce you to the concept of Diigo and it can get pretty sophisticated, but it's just a great place to save things. Of course, if you're using EBSCO, you could print your articles, you could email them to yourself, save them on a disk, and you could also set up through the database your own folder, which you'd have to log into to get things that you've saved. I very often either email it to myself or I save it in Diigo. Occasionally I use another tool called Evernote, but I'm not going to go into that today. But that's my extension for clipping things to Evernote. Okay, I hope that helped. As I said, if you want to learn more about Diigo, I'd be more than happy to help you. I think it's a great resource to use in an educational research course. Anytime you have to collect references, or even if you're online and you just want to archive something into a library somewhere to find it on any computer.